President Bola Tinubu has decorated the newly appointed service chiefs with their new ranks at the council chambers of the presidential villa, Abuja, charging them to maintain teamwork to ensure peace and stability in the country. The Senate had previously confirmed the appointment before the ceremony. The newly inaugurated service chiefs are Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa, Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tariq Ladbaja, Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, and Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala. Speaking at the occasion, the President emphasized the importance of maintaining teamwork, which he credited for the gains recorded thus far in the security sector. He commended the dedication, commitment, and steadfastness displayed by the armed forces of Nigeria, acknowledging their significant contributions to the nation's peace and stability.
Like I always say, no matter how diverse we are one family, staying in the same house, but living in different rooms. And you are promoting that peace and stability on behalf of all of us and for all of us. May God Almighty grant you peace, progress, and success in all your life endeavors. The challenge is ours together, and together we will say.
Speaking on behalf of the service chiefs, General Musa expressed their unalloyed commitment to ensure the security and defense of the nation in their respective positions. He also pledged to uphold with utmost dedication the safety and well-being of the nation and its citizens.
To us, it's an honor and a privilege to be appointed as the Chief of Defense Staff and with my service chiefs. Just like you mentioned, the President was very, very emphatically clear as to for us to work as a team. I can tell you the Armed Forces of Nigeria is a team, and we are all team players. We've been together at the Academy since 1987. We've been together. So we have worked, we know ourselves, we know our families. It was in the past that we had these issues, and it was a personality thing. Ideally, the military shouldn't have any issue of working together as a team. So I can assure Nigerians that you have the best team ever, and we're ready to work, and we're hitting the ground running. Well, to tell you the fact, I'm sure those videos you are seeing are very old videos. Of recent, you hardly ever hear any issue of welfare, shortage, non-payment of salaries. Every soldier is entitled to his pay, and we ensure that they get their pay. The service chiefs are doing a wonderful job ensuring that the pays and allowances are received as at when due. Nobody is denied. We have gone beyond that to also include welfare packages. If you notice in the Northeast, we have even free flights for troops when they go on holidays. They are given 2 weeks pass to go. Those ones that are injured are treated fairly, are treated very well. Those that are going on retirement are receiving their benefits as at when due. So there is no any excuse for anybody to want to complain that he's being shortchanged or he's not getting anything. So welfare is paramount and it's been taken care of.
The event was attended by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, Chief of Staff to the President Femi Gbajabiamila, National Security Advisor Malanuru Ribadu, senior government officials, members of the immediate families of the service chiefs, and other heads of security and intelligence agencies in the country. In the meantime, the Nigerian Senate has on Monday expressed worry over deliberate attempts to twist happens during plenary in order to discredit it. President of the Senate, Godwin Akpabio, raised the alarm in reaction to a viral online which surfaced last week where lawmakers were debating on a motion the need to stop a planned increase in electricity tariff. In the said video, Akpabio and other lawmakers were seen laughing while adopting an additional prayer to the motion which sought to let the poor breathe.
a true
However,
reflection
during Monday's
of the
special
feelings of
plenary for the screening of
most
ministerial
members of this
nominees,
hallowed chamber.
the Senate President insisted that federal lawmakers feel the pains of suffering Nigerians and would love to do more for them.
We believe strongly that we must continue to identify with our constituents that sent us here. But we must also advise the press that when we discuss issues like this, they should know that we are part and parcel of the society. We should not be misquoted. Because I recall the last time that the Senate got very concerned and worried about the issue of electricity tariff hike. There was a proposal to increase the cost of electricity. And then so there was a motion here on the floor that we should advise that the tariff should be suspended. And then one of our colleagues, in his own contribution, also amended one of the prayers to say that yes, the suspension will be in order because it's important to allow the poor people to breathe. And then we said yes. As a presiding officer, the overwhelming majority of the senators cannot say poor people should breathe. Then I would say they should not breathe. And then somebody misinterpreted us, that they were mocking the poor. We come from communities that have a lot of high rates of poverty, and we are inundated daily by requests from all sectors, from the youth, from the elders and all that, to see what we can do. Even our earnings here cannot take care of the kind of requests that we get. So if the Senate President had ruled that the poor should not be allowed to breathe, I think that would be a record for the next 10 years discussion on television everywhere, that the Senate says poor should not breathe. The Senate says stop the tariff, suspend it, and give a breathing space to the poor people in the society. And then some people misinterpreted. They say, the Senate is mocking the poor.
Akpabio further appeals to the press and the general public not to misquote the Senate and the way and manner it conducts proceedings. He made these remarks during a debate on a motion on the urgent need to avert the intending strike of the Nigeria Labour Congress sponsored by Senator representing Kano South, Kawo Abdurrahman.
To meet up with the demand it presented to it following the removal of the subsidy on petrol, which caused an astronomical rise in the pump price of the commodity. Disturbs that the strike will cripple the country as movement will be severely curtailed as commercial transport operators will withdraw their services, while market, schools and healthcare service facility will be forced to shut down.
Meanwhile, Senate has commenced the screening of ministerial nominees forwarded to it by President Bola Tinubu. So far, the Senate has screened Abubakar Momo from Edo State, former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, and engineer Professor Joseph Utsiz, Benue State, as well as acting chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abubakar Yari, among others.
But there are those who say, look, what do I want to offer? Am I committed to this job? And I thank Mr. President for nominating me. I believe, knowing how hungry Mr. President is to solving the problems of Nigeria, we have no choice but to give him that required support. And I can assure you, if I'm confirmed, in whatever capacity, Mr. President will not regret nominating me. Thank you, and God bless.
Olayemi Eson for Spy TV.